Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's all right.
Hello, Fortitude audience. We are in our brand new studio with, wow, there's brand new equipment sitting in front of us. And we had a recent donor a listener that blessed us.
Yeah.
And we're super excited about this.
It's a whole new world.
It is a whole new world.
We probably sound completely different. It's still us, though.
It's Heather.
It's us.
And it's Amos. And we're pretty pumped about this little episode that we're going to do for you today because we, as your fellow Fortitude host and co-host, want you guys to get to know us better. And our mission for this entire podcast is to just share real and raw, fun information, tough stories, redemption stories of fortitude. And we kind of came up with a funny idea, or I should say I did because I'm funny.
So funny.
I want y'all to get to know us a little bit better. I think it's neat how the response from all of you has been that you enjoy hearing from us. And so what better way than to launch the new podcast studio and continue on with all this goodness from God to get to know Amos and get to know Heather. So we're going to, and Amos is pretty silent through a lot of the episodes. So I want you guys to know what I'm dealing with on a daily basis.
Oh boy. Oh boy. And it gives us a chance to work out some of the bugs of the new gear. We're very grateful for the stuff that we have, and it's going to make doing the podcast easier. So we're grateful for it. And this will help us. That's a good transition. So are you ready to get rolling?
I think so.
All right. So to be fair, about where these questions came from, where did you get your questions from?
Oh, you're calling me out. I said, I thought it'd be fun if we have 5 random questions, kind of a lightning round for each other.
And not share them until we ask.
Yep. So I have no idea what Amos is going to ask, and he has no idea what I'm going to ask. But I got mine from Google, and Amos got his off of the top of his brain.
I came up with them on my own. So
who's going to start?
It's going to be really interesting. I think this is a good contrast. So I want to vote me start.
Oh,
because I put a lot of thought into this, and I'm excited.
Honor that.
I'm excited for the first question. So the first one is kind of a softball, slow pitch. All right, we'll work into the other ones. If you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, man. I don't even know what my favorite food is.
Yeah.
That question that people ask, I'm like, I don't know.
So would it be a protein? Would it be a vegetable? Ice cream?
Amos. A good go-to, honestly, is pizza. I could eat pizza every day.
Yeah, okay. Well, you got your wheat group, and you've got your dairy group in there, your meat group. I think that's a great answer.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll go with the pizza then.
I appreciate that.
All right. I'm ready. Hit me with that Google question.
What do you think, as far as a movie character, best describes me?
Okay.
It can be Pixar. It can be an actress.
Uh-huh. I listened to a podcast on The Princess Bride yesterday, some of the behind the scenes stuff. And I don't know if it's just because that's top of mind, but I'm going to say Buttercup.
Who the heck is Buttercup?
Princess Buttercup from The Princess Bride.
I've never seen it.
She's strong. She's beautiful. It was that actress on that show that we saw, that one show we saw the other day that we said, oh, she's attractive. And it was the one for It was the Civil War movie, and she was hung.
Oh,
that
gosh.
actress. So she was Buttercup in The Princess Bride.
Okay.
And she's strong, she's beautiful, and she's got a witty, and
I'll take it.
You guys kind of look alike.
She was,
or she
hot.
looks like you.
Thanks.
Yeah,
She was older. So
good question.
well, thank you for that. You're up.
Oh, that's me, right? Okay, we're gonna get a little bit in the harder ones now. What is your first and last thought in the morning and in the evening before you go to sleep? So when you wake up, what's normally your very first thought? And when you go to sleep, what's your last thought?
My first thought is, I'm up. Devil, you better run.
Nice.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's my mental mindset of once I'm on, it's game on and the devil better run.
Nice.
When I go to bed at night, I kind of run through the day a little bit and I get so excited to close my eyes and rest.
Mm-hmm.
So my thought is usually, I'm really excited to just shut down.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Mm-hmm. I can tell you what my first thought in the morning is. Coffee.
Yep.
That's the only thing. I just need coffee. Good answer.
Thanks.
Next.
Were you nervous when you asked me to be your girlfriend? Do you remember where we were?
I do, yeah. Yeah. And I remember I had the football. And
We
I threw
were
it to
not
you.
playing football. We were playing
catch,
but we had gloves and a baseball.
Oh, it wasn't football? It was baseball?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in my mind it was a football. I'll go with yours, so I won't fight you on that. And I remember I threw it and you missed it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you were more nervous than I was because it was a good throw. And no, you were amazingly just easy to get along with. And so no.
You weren't nervous.
I wasn't nervous. If I was nervous, it was a nervous excitement. Not a nervous about like, would you say no? It was a nervous like, let's get this going. I'm excited.
I was nervous. And the reason I remember it was a baseball was because I couldn't throw it. Like the next 4 or 5 throws after you asked me, I was completely missing your glove. I remember whacking the ground in front of your feet. Yeah, I was nervous because I was really trying hard not to like you. And when you asked me to be your girlfriend, that was this is a real thing.
Because you were really focused on Christ. You were trying to get your life back straight. You just got out of a bad relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And that was your mission.
Mm-hmm.
And I came in and
just messed it all up.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Not sorry. What can I say except?
You're welcome.
Oh, so this is me?
Yeah.
All right.
Follow the
Number 3. This is a big one. What's your third biggest regret in life?
Third?
So why? That begs the question, why the third? Because I think I know the first. I think I know the first one, and I think I know the second one. I'm pretty confident about those. And so the third one, if you're willing to share it with our audience.
Ooh. Probably going to school for teaching. At Mankato State, when I had already had my dream of being a fighter pilot through the Air Force, shot down due to injury and all the things. And so
I shot out of the sky. Just didn't get to be a pilot, unfortunately.
And then when I transferred to Mankato State to go to school to be a pilot, I went to the aviation program. I just remember I just picked something. I thought I'd be a good teacher. And I really wish that I would have thought that through more and had more opportunity to do some job shadowing, different things, because I graduated with my LEd degree and student teaching and a little bit in 5th grade, and I never actually was a teacher. I think I'm a lifelong teacher in a lot of different ways. So it wasn't wasted experience, but that's probably my third.
That's interesting because you'll see why it's in my question 4. You'll see why. Oh, okay. Good to know.
If you had to choose a song that reminded you of me, or a song that could be a Heather theme song, what would it be? And can you sing it?
I'm seeing a trend with Google's questions.
It's about me.
Yeah. A song. Oh, that's a tough one. Partly because I'm so bad at coming up with songs at the top of my head.
Baby got back. No, maybe not.
Can I take a pass on this one and circle back around? Because I think I want a good answer. And I can't, off the top of my head, I can't come up with something. I'll search my Spotify playlist and see if I can come up with something.
Come up with a different one too. A different question.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
I feel like that's an easy pass, but I'll take it.
No, it's okay. Because I'm looking at you and I have an answer for this, but I'd like to know what your answer is.
Oh, okay.
What is your favorite physical feature about yourself?
My arms.
Your arms.
Yep.
You do have very nice arms. Gift. Yep.
Having said that, when that came out of my mouth, I felt a little conceited.
I knew that was going to be a hard one for you.
But it was top of mind, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next for me.
Okay. So number 4 is, the question is, what would you change your elementary ed degree to?
Wow. That was number 4?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking, did you regret getting that one? And then I changed it to what would you do differently? So what would you do differently? If you went back and still did a 4-year degree, what would it be?
I think it would be hospital administration. I know it seems.
What?
Yeah.
I just had no idea. That's the last thing I expected to come out of your mouth.
There is something, knowing how kind of messed up the medical stuff is and the medical systems and stuff, I don't think that I would enjoy the political side of it now today.
Yeah.
But if thinking back to where I was, because I love people and I love taking care of people, and being a nurse sounded fun, but I think I would have taken things home with me. I would have wanted to take all the patients home, and I don't think I could have compartmentalized.
Yeah.
But the administration piece, I really like. I like the, but it's more of the ministry piece as I've gotten older that I realize that I love.
Just want to have you a little closer to the mic. I can tell I've got my noise gate up a little high, so it's not catching everything you're saying.
Oh, so you want me closer to the mic like this?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Wow, that's interesting because we just never talk about healthcare in that aspect.
It's something about walking through the hallways and catching people's eyes and knowing that every person that's in there is going through something really hard.
Yeah.
And I want them to be seen and loved, and if I could just walk through the hallways to love on all the nurses and doctors and patients. And
what I think I'm hearing you say is that you would put up with the hospital administration stuff so you get the chance to go walk the aisles when you wanted to.
Correct.
That's what I'm hearing.
And what's going to happen through my ordination, because I'm currently in the process, which you know, of being a commissioned minister, but moving into ordination, I will have that opportunity without the administration to go into the hospitals whenever I want as a minister and just love on people.
You're going to be such a blessing to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have no idea what they're going to what they're going to experience. That's going to be amazing. Just an amazing thing.
Thanks. I think I
Wow,
just...
I'm just excited.
You're tearing up, honey.
Well, they just have no idea who's walking in the room, and they're going to find out pretty quick, aren't they? You've got a gift.
The Holy Spirit, that's who's walking in the room.
You're a willing vessel for that. It's amazing. Cool. Okay, it's your turn.
Oh, my turn. Okay. What is one or two things that you would never change about our relationship?
Okay. You're cooking. You're a great cook. I have the ability to show it. It's a thing.
I do like to cook.
You're a great cook. And you can cook without recipes, and it just works out. So let's start there. And then I am thinking, that it never ends. It doesn't end. I mean, I'm looking forward to getting to heaven eventually. Not tomorrow. Not for a while. Got things to do. But until then, that it doesn't end.
You didn't answer my question. I do like that answer.
Did I hear the question correctly? What are two things you'd never change?
That you would never change.
Yeah, like it.
Because
it's going right now.
Oh, so you're... Okay. It never will end because we will be in eternity together.
So it's a good answer, isn't it?
Okay. I'll let that slide.
It'll be interesting now that you bring it up. How does it work in heaven? Because the Bible says there are no marriages in heaven. And we're going to have this internal mindset. So do we continue a relationship in heaven or do couples continue relationships in heaven? Just what does that look like? The Bible doesn't say.
It doesn't.
And it's kind of this great unknown. What is that going to look like?
I think our souls will be reunited.
Yeah.
Not in a capacity of husband and wife, I don't think, but familiar.
Yeah.
And
there'd definitely be knowledge of our history, of our past. Just what does that look like in heaven? I'm guessing that it's just going to be more of an adoration. There'll still be love, but there's not, according to the Bible, not marriage.
So you don't think I'll get up there and look at you and be like, dang, look at that sexy man with them big old dimples.
I don't want to stop you. But it is really comforting to know that we'll know each other in whatever capacity that is for eternity, whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Heaven is a whole nother conversation. What an incredible mystery.
Oh my gosh. We can go on and talk about that forever. Okay. Number 5.
Okay.
What is your favorite Bible verse? You don't even have to just paraphrase.
I think it's Romans 12:2.
Okay.
But it's about the transformation. It's all about how to... Oh goodness, you're catching me off guard when it comes to the... I'm going to look it up because it's... How it's exact. Gosh. So about that song, while I'm looking this up, right. Romans 12:2, I'm almost certain it's about, do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Yeah, that's great.
That is something that I have learned the hard way.
That's great.
But it has been... I live by that, and I often refer to Romans 12:2.
That's cool. My favorite is Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and that to me is that there's this being that created our universe. And if you know anything about our universe, it's massive. It's just beyond human comprehension. And the fact that someone spoke that into existence, something spoke that to existence, is undeniably a massive event. And that's the God that we serve. And that's pretty cool.
I learned something new about you every time we do stuff like this.
So for you listeners, if you want to learn more about your spouse, all you got to do is buy a bunch of podcast equipment and then come up with 5 random questions.
And have a crazy spouse
That's all you got to do.
Makes you do crazy things.
So thank you so much for listening. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Heather.
Thank you, honey.
This is a great idea.
I'm really excited about the podcast and what is to come. We have so many great guests that are coming on. We're going to be touching on some really hard, but very subjects on pornography, what it does in marriages, and just to our society in general, and many, many more. And some of the guests that are coming up are you're going to know them. You're going to learn to love them even more than you already do. And so thank you for those of you who have consistently been listening to us. I hear a lot of the feedback and then turn around and tell Amos all about it. But we appreciate all the support. And if you ever want to email us and give us ideas or suggestions, I will put the email address that you can send us something in the podcast notes. So thank you.
Yes. Thank everyone for your feedback. It's motivating.
Very motivating.
It's nice to hear the making a difference. So if you've been touched, please reach out. We'd love to hear from you.
Yes, we would.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.